Okay, hello, my name is Jason Mowad. Please bear with me, I'm in a fucking weird, bad mood. I don't know why. Couldn't shake it all fucking day. Alright, I came out here to start setting up my outdoor dojo, Rogue One, as I affectionately called it last year. And I'm just running behind schedule. And I wanted to do a whole bunch of stuff out here. So I'm not going to be able to because I still suck at timing it. I really do. Or is it I just try to get too much fucking done all the time? Probably a combination of both. But now this is time of year supposedly where the weather's supposed to get warm, and is when I used to do the bulk of my teaching, from pretty much like April to November, in the old world and stuff. But you know what? Move on. I'm glad for the change. I have to adapt. I get used to it. I've got to make this medium my friend for teaching. I have ignored the Rogue Combatives channel pretty bad. I'm sorry. Give me for that. I'm just waiting kind of until the season comes, and there's going to be a ton of stuff on here now that, you know, the weather's getting warmer. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing, and I have two channels. My other channel is Jason Mowad. That's it. And that's a personal one, but check it out. And I try to get some training stuff on there for people to their, you know, because a lot of this stuff is functional, and I created it to be functional and something that you can get up and do in whatever clothes you're wearing, wherever you're at, any terrain, any climate, and it's functional, and each time you practice it you'll get better. You know, these my forms are different than Taekwondo forms and a lot of other traditional forms where you need a huge space and all that. Again, I'm not knocking that stuff. If you've done it, it's good. You know, keep doing them. The katas, forms. I came up in a traditional system where that's all I did: barefoot, belts, and katas and everything. Terminology, but you know, so it's. Yeah, and I also created, I only teach adults only now, and I also created it to, especially phase one, is the, you know, most of the curriculum is pretty much body friendly to everybody. You know, you don't have to be in great shape. You could actually be in shitty, horrible fucking shape. Haven't done nothing in 30 years or whatever. I've had people like that. You know, and I used to train the other way, where they would come in and I was still not knowing how to teach, maybe back in my 30s or something, 20, and I would put through the ringer and hard stuff, and then they drop. No, but no, the beauty of the Rogue Combatives is, you know, each lesson is customized to the individual, you know, the practitioner or the student. So you can imagine training would vary greatly from someone 55 or 58, late 50s, to someone who's 18 or 25 versus someone 49, you know, whatever. But it doesn't matter. What matters is you can all train at all different ages, okay? Stop fucking listening to TV and watching bullshit like that, and especially listening to their fucking jerk-off friends and fucking people who know you say they think they have your best interest, but you know, all they're doing really is trying to poke holes and chew holes in everybody else who's trying to do something better and positive, because they're stuck and fucked up in their world and they're limited, and they just want to see you stay limited too. So they'll try to divert it, they'll try to sabotage it, they'll try to fucking make fun of you, they'll try to put you down. Believe me, I went through all of it. If I had $1 for every time people tell me you'll never get a black belt, you'll never go to school and all that. Yeah, I do it for you, you know, I do it for you. Because basically, too, these adults, especially men, they don't grow up. After high school, they turn into fat boys, fat, immature boys. Most of them, you know. Anyway, what higher calling do you have in life other than to your body and to your safety and your well-being of yourself and of your family and your loved ones? You know, no motherfucker who walks the face of the earth who has a family, kids, wife, or not, or has no one, just themselves, has the right to fucking disrespect this body, great body and senses and everything God gives you, and to walk around in the world and the universe and enjoy this. And you're not going to take any effort to invest into your good old self, you know, your sweat muscles, do something that's not pleasant, where you don't get instant gratification or instant something out of, and do something like that consistently over and over to better yourself. Or you don't want to wait till you're victimized to come get your training, because then even if you do survive it and you do then come to the school, you're going to also be dealing with not only recovering from whatever beating you got, but you're going to also mentally, you're probably going to be shot for life. Most people are, you know. So don't wait to get victimized, then seek training. Okay, nowadays when it's on the internet and everything's different, in the days of all the different schools and stuff, it's kind of really over. It's just MMA now, and that's cool. But I was around when '93 when UFC 1 came out, so I saw NHB, I saw the whole progression. Right, and I incorporated a lot of that into this stuff. So basically, Rogue Combatives is a system. I've been training so obsessively, you would not believe it, since 1991, July 2nd, 1991. Okay, I've had 2 schools, and I'll continue doing this and do. And after 9/11, I really kicked it up into the combatives. All right, so that's just a little brief thing about Rogue Combatives and the concept of it. All right, and what it starts with, just like if I was teaching ninjutsu in this old school in the white to black belt system, and I or so forth, you can do the same thing on video pretty much. I can kind of teach it without, you know, obviously without seeing you, but can really get a lot out of this stuff if you do it, and if you do it regularly, and you know you can invest 15-20 minutes into yourself. It's worth it, or your family's worth it, and train and hone these capabilities, because that's all it is. You know, once you build up a certain amount of training and reflexes and instincts and correctly, and correct body movement, combative body movement through training, you get mother of all skill. You develop an inner confidence in everything, and it just feeds off itself. You know, Jocko Willing said it best, everything about martial arts. People should do martial arts like they should eat. All right, now I wanted to originally come out here and just do some double Bowie knife set, and just I don't get into all this beginning stuff, but I figured out, let me try to throw a quick tape in for beginning Rogue Combatives, and I'm going to show my close quarter combat form 1 to 15. Okay, you can be in any shape. Like I said, you don't have to do it crisp perfect, but these movements are big, gross motor skill movements you've been doing all your life, walking upstairs, turning and twisting. Okay, that's all you need to know. Don't ask any more fucking questions. Just practice, do it over and over again. And you know, I'm going to, on the Rogue Combative channel, I'm going to get into, as soon as the weather starts getting regularly warm, I'm going to have phase 1 training at least 3 days a week progressively, and I'll figure out a way how to interact with things and stuff too, and you know, even sell shirts, 2020 shirts. I get shirts every year. All right, so, and just one last thing on form and the importance of it. I come from a school and teacher 10 years. He never told us anything really why we did stuff. It was just, they basically, the whole thing at ninja school was train us so hard, and after pretty much white belt, it was to try and make everyone quit. through black belt. It was that hard. That's all they wanted, you know, to get through. But anyway, so what you need to do is, if you've never trained before, all right, so I'm going to talk about real quick. If you've never trained before, you have no combat experience whatsoever, you have never been in a fight, or you have and you lost, or last time it was in grammar school and you know you're doing whatever. This applies to women too. But if you had no traditional, like, real training, okay, I'm running out of fucking light. So, all right, the form is 1:15. I know I'm not going to get to all of it. I'm gonna do it 1:15 so you can see it, and then I'm gonna maybe break it down in half, a couple sides, and then I'll cut out before while it's still enough light, and maybe this video will be okay. Yeah, so a little bit more about the body movement and taijutsu. It's so much important in phase 1. When I train guys in phase 1, every part of their workout, 20 minutes of their workout is spent on reflexes and moving and stuff like that. All right, so here's the close quarter combat 1:15. You start out with this stance, okay? This is your ready stance. I don't want any trouble. Not like this. This tells them you're ready to give them trouble. This lowers their defenses. Boom, sucker, hit them. Okay, plus you block them, sucker punch. All right, so number 1, I'm just going to do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to do it in all different directions. All right, now I just want to break this half part down. Okay, we do it again. All right, my turn. Okay, first I took number 1. It's like, hey, I don't want any trouble. Like this, you're already setting them up in a spear. See, you're very protected here. Like this is very strong. You can't get sucker punched. They distract you and punch you that way, you're blocked, okay? So you've got a nice set here. This is aggressive offense to me. I used to use this in tournaments. I'd come at you like that. You know, what are you going to fucking do to me? I want to get my hands on you so I can take you down. All right, but you're not using it like that. So for number 1, it's like, hey, okay, we're going to sucker, not this, like letting them know. Let them trick me. They even think we're afraid of them or something, but we're really setting up really good. Elbow here or whatever. So I took number 1. The normal person's, humans who's not trained combatively, instinct, when something is coming at them, something scary or fast or an object or a person, a threat, human bodies their tendency, because I've seen it with untrained people over all the years of teaching, they go like this. They cave in like fetal, standing fetal to protect. Okay, I'm not making fun of it. It's just what the human body does. Untrained people under duress or being attacked, that's their thing. That's what they do. Comes natural. They don't train. Asshole, you should have trained. But all right, so knowing that, most people are righty. So starting in this end here, I took that movement, okay, which would come anyway, and just turned it a little bit. So as soon as what you're doing, now envision a punch. Okay, bad guy is punching at your head. The head, boom, here, okay? The arm's coming in that way. So as that arm's coming, number 1, I'm turning, boom, and I'm hitting it. I'm hitting that arm that's coming in. Wham! Preferably in its elbow area. Break that fucking elbow, you know, hit hard, you know. Boom. Okay? But bottom line, you're not going to any specific spot. You just want to hit the fucking arm. Any part of the arm. You want to do damage and inflict pain and hurt to that arm and hit it hard. The one that's coming to your fucking head, right? And you're going to get it easily. I suppose you can get it. So if he's stupid enough and tries to throw around these hands or through them, either way, it doesn't matter. Your first, number 1, is going to cave, and then you're going to bring this elbow up and fucking bash that arm. Who cares where you hit it? You just want to hit it as hard as you can with a hard elbow point. Boom. Because really its objective is to block it so you don't get hit. Now with that hard hit, what happened to that arm? It has to move, right? A couple inches or far at least, or if you didn't break it. Boom. Now what happens? That line is completely open, clear, free as day. This arm is here, ready, waiting to go. It wants revenge. Bam! There's no way he can block it with anything else. It's the most closest, fastest weapon to the target area there is possible. He throws the punch here, block, hit this fucking arm, ooh, boom, now I get that side of the neck. All right, so that's the concept. Kind of visualize it a little bit, and you want to stay in one spot. So we got the twist, 1. Now that line's open, side of the neck, 2. Number 3, you're going to repeat, twist to this side, the punch comes, same thing. Hit the arm, move it out of the way, chop him in the carotid, 4. Number 5, you're already loaded, right loaded, palm to the forehead. Number 6, left loaded, palm to the nose, chin area. Boom, next one, 7, right to the solar plexus. Boom, knock the wind out of him. Again, 8, boom, knock the wind out, or you can go to the side, floating ribs, boom, boom. And then after you 2 shots here, you ride down the body, you're gonna upward elbow, followed by hammer fist. Upward elbow, followed by hammer fist. Hook the neck, roundhouse knee to the Charlie horse, knee thrust knee, someone's rushing you, and a rear front. That's all 15, but it's getting dark, so fucking started earlier. All right, so just do this until the next one, or if you can figure it out, okay? You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop there. Or 9, 10, 11, 12. You want to stop there, stop there. Okay, and then you can do what you do. This is how you ultimately want to do it. Okay, so I just did it in the 4 directions. Thirsty as hell. So why didn't I start earlier, man? Now I'm getting all into it, you know. Alright, just want to do 2 things real quick, folks. It's fucking dark. Alright, so here, get this out. So they use this to remove it. Stay loose. Reflexes. I did too, you know. Doesn't matter. All these people, oh, I've been training 25 years. They haven't fucking stretched or fucking did a thing in 20. You know, no good. Always training the basics. I've been doing my reflexes and basics pretty much every day since I started. Timing. This is my first one of the year. As you can see, I'm off. Alright, but this thing is solid, man. It's fucking packed in the head. Alright, and I also wanted to get, and it looks like I'm going to just cram it in there anyway because I'm a hyper fuck. Alright, I've got so much double Bowie and I haven't gotten really anything up there. I believe I got set number 1. Should I get double Bowie set number 1 up? I don't know. Let me see. Okay, here it is. And that's set number 1. Let's see, set number 2. right. Right here, quick. 10 angles of attack. The bowing line. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What else can I show you out here in the middle of the fucking dark? This is my 6th end, but hey, sucks for video, but for me, this is great training. Look, it's dusk, it's dark, and you're training in different lighting conditions. You know, I've done this all my life, exposed myself to so many different training atmospheres and situations. And it is totally separate from whatever who the training's with, okay? Six can't back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Step. 1, 2. 6. Oh, I was gonna. Oh, the 10 count Bowie. I'll explain it in a thought. It was getting done. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now number 6 is a thrust to the upper thigh of the target. Number 7, thrust to the upper thigh of the target. Number 8, you're going to turn into a slash femoral artery of the target. Other leg, boom. 9, same thing here, boom. 10, you're just going to dip and dart, thrust to the face. All right. I have to stop this because it is getting dark. Started too late. Forgive me. I'm just getting set up. Not enough minutes in the hours or day for me, it seems. But I'm doing it. I haven't cracked up. Quarantine. By myself. Living by myself. See my kids every now and again. All right. Thank you for watching, and there will be much more Rogue Combatives stuff coming up this summer. All right, I've got a lot of stuff, and if you get a chance, you can check out Jason Mowad, my other YouTube channel, which is well, see for yourself, figure out what it is. All right, Civis Pacem Parabellum. If you want peace, prepare for war.